Sup? It's your guy Kevin Cornish, and I'm back with another one. So I recently caught wind of a mistake I made, and this particular what if I'm doing this is what if Naruto founded the yakuza. So a little bit about that mistake I made. I uploaded episode 1 twice when it was supposed to be episode 2. This is what happens when you overwork and you try to kiss your father's ass because then you want a fucking van. But anyway, so again, like I said in the beginning, this is what if Naruto founded the Yakuza. Quick recap since I haven't been uploading for a while. So, um, Naruto witnessed the Uchiha massacre, which also saved probably let's say about 30% of the villagers due to Itachi almost finishing them off. And Naruto knows the reason why Itachi did what he did, and he founded the Yakuza, or the group, to look after the village, similar to how Itachi looked after the village, because he sincerely loved the village, that he would actually wipe his entire clan out. But with Naruto intervention, he was kind of stopped. He could have just killed Naruto, but he wasn't a part of this, so he just relayed the message and stuff. So that's a few days have passed. Naruto has regained consciousness. Yes, he was knocked out for a couple of days. Remember, he was put in a genjutsu. He was not just knocked out. He was placed in a genjutsu. After his awakening, him and his group of friends, mind you, me, one of them is dead thanks to Itachi decapitating him, and not too much graphic about that. This is like a semi recap while saying a story in it of itself. So if you don't understand, go back to episode 1 and watch a damn show. So after they founded they gave their speech, Naruto did his signature Takano Jutsu and came up with the name Yakuza. They all decided to brand themselves with a mark declaring them as a member of the Yakuza, seeing like how they always use the tattoo stuff and stuff. This time they're going to be branding themselves with the mark of the seal that Naruto has on his stomach, somewhere on their body. They choose where they want it, and it's not really a seal. They just modified a few irons to look similar to the seal, so they could actually look like Naruto's birthmark. I'm thinking they think it's a birthmark. They know he holds the nine-tailed fox, but they still consider the mark on his stomach a birthmark. So they craft some stuff, heated it on some fire, and branded themselves, with each of them holding the sealed in a more higher respectable honor, as to the symbol of their let's say the symbol of their unification, I'm guessing. No homo, if it sounds like that. So let's give them a little break back to where Sasuke was about to go in his, try to understand and stuff like this. Itachi did come over to him, actually requesting to get stronger. Still give him the ultimatum about, getting stronger and coming to kill him and stuff. So Naruto, knowing his plan, now knew that he was going to do that. So he decided to, annoy Sasuke for a period of time. Sasuke not wanting to talk, eat, or drink or do anything, thanks to his crippling depression. He he is like, trying to wither himself away. And a few days later, Naruto noticed that he was training non-stop, actually finding him in the forest passed out and stuff like this. So Naruto, we're going to have him do his signature. Of course, I love the Takano Jutsu, so we'll have him do his signature Takano Jutsu. Sasuke, this is after the fight, because of course they had a huge fight. Naruto explaining that his brother almost killed, wiping out his entire clan. Isn't the end of the world, blah blah blah. The conversation that kids would probably have. No, let's not even say kids, because Naruto in this reality is a little bit mature, seeing that he just lost one of his friends, and he is now a leader of a growing organization. And of course it hasn't been, let's say it's just been about 2 3 months since they founded the yakuza, and they're working diligently as to not upset anyone, not being tyrants, because these yakuzas are not like the original yakuzas where they decapitate people, and if they make a mistake, they have to chop off one of their fingers and stuff. Yes, I did do a little research, guys. Yay! But anyway, these are not like that. These yakuzas are, the opposite of the yakuzas with the name yakuzas. They're, go around helping the village, cleaning up messes, beating up people who deserve getting beat up. Yes, they still get into their little scuffle now and again, because then Konoha opens their gates up to not only villagers of Konoha, but other people enters to do trades. People come to kidnap a few people from there, and Naruto's new group tend to this, assist the police in preventing crime from happening, all these type of stuff these yakuzas are doing, with under the leadership of Naruto, because Naruto still has that dream. He has a dream to become a you know a great Hokage, but he's gonna switch that up. Let's switch his dream up a bit, seeing that Minato became a Hokage at what, 26. Yeah, Naruto's goal is to become the first youngest Hokage, seeing that he's the first youngest leader of a growing organization. Because then again, it's 2 months. It's not a lot of people, a lot of kids who join. Not only kids, but there are a few adults who joins. Let's say throughout the span of 2 months, 20 people joined, and after a few altercations and a few mishap happened, there are only about 6 out of the 20 who stayed and showed true loyalty. So back with Naruto and Sasuke, noticed Naruto. Also, before we get back with Sasuke and Naruto and his gangs of misfit, they're not really misfit, but they're, you know, good to society using a bad image. Let's say it like that. They go around doing these stuff, but their reputation when they were kids still loomed over their heads. So everyone isn't almost as respectable, but those who respect them respects them. Especially the scroll keeper, he actually respects them, because one time his granddaughter, like I said, a few other villagers entered the Konoha village, and does some stupid stuff, and let's say the scroll keeper granddaughter got kidnapped one day, and Naruto's crew just being around, since they were training, but not with scrolls. They just were just doing hand to hand combat, perfecting their dodging and stuff. And they quite noticed a few suspicious men carrying a blanket on them, and they really looked very suspicious. So they went to take a look, and of course, lo and behold, they were up to no good. With Naruto ordering his, tallest member to, hit him in the back of the head, and of course they're not as strong. So the boy actually tried his best, only taking down one of them, and Naruto's group proceeded to, finish off the rest with Naruto helping and stuff. So, like I said, they were training after that feat by saving the scroll keeper's daughter or granddaughter. The scroll keeper gave them a few scrolls on chakra control. The shadow clone or the clone jutsu. Basic small time jutsu that he thinks 7-year-old kids can manage, because at this moment they haven't entered or even thought about entering the academy. Only Naruto has thought about it, and he wants to join the academy, but he doesn't want to, like leave his, crew out here while he's getting an education, and he's been talking to them about it one by one, because if he tries talking to them in a bunch, them not having parents think they run shit. So closer to the situation, it's weird. So we're gonna get back to where Naruto and Sasuke were talking, with Sasuke visibly getting aggravated with Naruto always, trying to interfere in his personal life, but Naruto is, trying to drag him off the path of becoming a revenge seeking junkie. And this caused them to, fight a little bit. But like I said, before they started fighting, he got a few scroll um pertaining to chakra control and the clone jutsu, which he used on Sasuke, easily defeating him, with Naruto again trying his Takono jutsu, which at this moment we're going to have a brief time skip. Time skip about a year later, Naruto and his gang is are entered finally entered the academy with the help of the third Hokage, seeing their progress by themselves, with the scroll keeper assisting them in a few techniques that kids like them shouldn't be mastering, but because of all the good that they've done for the village, they actually um they're actually slowly getting the reputation Naruto envisioned for the Yakuza I envisioned. You know what I mean? So get to that point. Naruto is in his class with surprise Sasuke, but the Takano Jutsu worked. Sasuke is Naruto's close and best friend, also being second in command of his group, with people calling Sasuke boss and calling Naruto, you know, Lord and stuff like that. Whatever they would call Naruto as the leader of the Yakuza. Just that they don't call him that at school, and they try to keep it in the down low, so they should, not cast much attention to themselves. In fact, the third Hokage actually requested that, they act like normal kids and not like kids that could beat up uh, Jonin. I mean, because they actually are this strong. Naruto being this strong, remember his dream is to become the youngest Hokage. At this moment, he's let's say 8 years old, and he already learned techniques that would have people feel, how can I say, less of themselves, because he's 7 years old and he could probably, let's say, he could use a few S rank techniques such as the shadow clone, because of course, being the yakuza, I'm not saying they stole it, they borrowed the scroll of sealing a few times, learning a few techniques. So Naruto knows the shadow clone, the flying Raijin, a flying thunder guard, shock fingers, or whatever that is, and you know, wind gale palm, just to name a few, with you know his Yakuza group learning three of each of this technique for themselves, as to be diverse. Not everyone knows the same technique, or not everyone is doing the same thing. They pick what they want, but Naruto was the only one who mastered everything inside the scroll, due to him rushing his way to become, again, the youngest Hokage. He wants to be the youngest Hokage, because then, of course, he also found out about the secret of the Nine Tails. He also found out who his parents is, and of course, he told Sasuke, with Sasuke not even thinking that such an anomaly could be possible. So this is why he's been training for the last year very hard. His chakra control perfect. Everyone in the Yakuza chakra control is perfect. He just has to attend the academy to get recognized as you know a certified ninja. At this point, being 7 years old, he could actually keep up with Kakashi Hatake at this point. One more thing, Kakashi almost got beat by Naruto. This forced him to train a little bit more. Remember, he doesn't know Kakashi at this point. He just thought this guy, since his sensory ability is similar to when he was like 16. I think his sensory ability is similar to like when he um went sage mode. Yeah, not similar, but he's about to reach that point of being very OP and sensing sensory jutsu. I'm guessing, is that a thing? Well, anyway, I already said it. So he noticed Kakashi following him, with him setting a trap for Kakashi in you know literally dragging his face across a few buildings, wondering who and what he wants. I mean, because he knows he's a sick Nine Tails Jinchuriki, and he thinks this is an enemy. Of course, Naruto always has his guards up, but when he's surrounded by his, fellow comrades, he's your regular old Naruto with a huge smile. So, there. Uh, Iruka? Yeah, so Iruka Sensei is very, very proud of Naruto and Sasuke. And lo and behold, there is a third person in their group, which I didn't mention since episode 1. And the episode that I did deleted, I did something similar to this. So I am going to be keeping him. So flashback. So Naruto, Sasuke, his crew, they're having Ichiraku ramen. In fact, their sacred hang, you could say, with Ichiraku ramen getting more popular thanks to the Yakuza always dining there, and people don't disrespect the place thanks to it being their sacred hang. Saw a little girl wandering around. At this point, they were like 6.5, you know, yeah, 6.5. And Sasuke seeing this, remember Sasuke is not his emo self. Naruto actually used his signature Taku no Jutsu to turn him into his second in command. And Sasuke knowing noticing this as well as I forgot to mention he already awakened his one Tomoe Sharingan at this point, thanks to Naruto, pow 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 him in the face. So he's been training and he noticed this girl, wandering around staring at him, and he's like, Naruto, do you think someone would dare to hire a little girl to, spy on us? And Naruto is like, yes, look at us. We're a bunch of kids, and most of the adults are scared of us. And, and Sasuke's like, So he tells Naruto to give him a minute as he, approached around and, pretend he turned. And again, of course, he now knows that she is following him. And, he, vanished, suddenly appearing behind the little girl, chopping her in the back of the neck, knocking her out. Um, she then woke up inside, their house, Naruto's house. And yes, Sasuke moved in with Naruto. I mean, yeah, Sasuke moved in with Naruto. My bad, I just got a text and I paused. And she got interrogated. Come to find out, her name is Sakura Hirono. She's the Hirono. She's from the Hirono family, and she has been admiring Sasuke for the past, you know, year and a half, because Sasuke did what Naruto did for Hinata, and also Naruto did do the Hinata rescue thing, but instead of him for fighting and stuff, he always has in one or two of his you know group hanging around, and they notice because then they know Naruto. Whenever he sees someone in trouble, he always approach and tries to defend the weaker party, but they don't allow Naruto to do that anymore. So they always try to, get in front of Naruto to prevent him from getting hurt or, over exhausting himself. Because they too want him to, accomplish his dream of being the first ever the youngest Hokage known to any village, to be exact. He would probably be even younger than Gara when he became the Kazekage. So I'll probably make him the paint art. I'll probably make him the Hokage then. So spoilers, I'm guessing. So after the interrogation, she tells them the truth because Naruto used some incense that some truth seeker incense or some truth serum incense, not incest, incense. And she spilled out her guts with, since Sasuke isn't an emo dweeb and he's actually somewhat of a responsible 6.5-year old, he blushes and, you know, she asked him if they could hang out and be friends, with this being the dynamic of it all. Naruto leader or lord, Sasuke boss, and Sakura the secretary. So the three of them are all members of the yakuza, with Sakura not hitting Naruto, not even thinking about it. She respects him because Sasuke respects him more than he respects his Uchiha bloodline. Because then here he's not thinking about it anymore. Of course, it will return to him later because we have to, try to do something about it. But it will return later, and yeah, Sakura is Sasuke's pet in this one. In fact, she does whatever Sasuke asks, except for money, because she respects Naruto more that way, because she knows what happens if they mess with the money, because then the money also goes to help the needy. So Naruto doesn't play with his money and stuff. So hopefully I did a good job. If I remember correctly, I didn't explain anything too much about it. There's not too much graphical scene or anything. But anyway, uh this is where we're going to be leaving this off. From in the next episode, we'll be focusing on the tuning exam, which I'll try to make very, very hype. So, you know, don't forget to like, subscribe, check all the, what if creators in the comments, not the comments, the description below. Go over to their channel, check out their videos, like and subscribe to their videos. Also, like and subscribe to mine. I don't know why I did theirs first. I mean, this is my video. I'm just, selfless like that. So, uh, that's it. So, again, there won't be any intro, no outro. I do have a brand new intro and outro, but I'm saving it for the 100 subscriber, where I will be doing a 1 hour special. So come on, help me out get to 100 subscribers, and we'll have fun. So this is Kevin Cornage, and I'll see you in the next one. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Skip! Say something, Nobuna.